Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to you. My name is John McCarthy, and I am oh so glad that you chose to join us for today's event here on the TGC network. And first round action is upon us here, folks. Let's get down to the first tee, pick up from there. And there you have it, folks. First drive of the event. Yeah, this is looking fairway bound. And about 150 yards to the pin. Going with the 9-iron. He's got to be pleased with that. And this putt is for birdie. Solid putt. And starting the round with a birdie. And now the second hole tee off. And that was a powerful, powerful drive. And about 245 yards to the pin. And here's the 3-wood. And that is some fantastic club work on this par 5 green, hitting it in 2. Five feet to go here. And that one will go for birdie. And our leader today currently has a round of 8 under. And now the third hole tee off. And going with the 6-iron. Yeah, that's not what you want for your approach. And about 4 feet from the cup. And a good putt. And after that one, currently sitting at 2 under for the day. And next up is a par 4, folks. It appears to be heading for the fairway here. And from 155 yards out. And here's an 8-iron. And for the par. And that putt drops. And that hole is going to result in him moving down in the standings. And this shot's looking promising. Well, I apologize, folks. I did not see that going into the rough. And I think he will be happy with that. And this is for birdie. And this one's about 4 feet from the cup. And that putt's going to drop for par. And 2 under for the day after that one. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. This one's looking pretty good so far. And I apologize, we've actually ended up in the rough. This one's right around 8 feet. And that one drops for par. And as we look at the scoreboard, our leader is sitting on top of things with a round of 10 under. And this shot he's taken through the branches, and he's probably not too pleased with that. Well, hitting out of a lie like that is very tough. So no shame in still being in the rough here. You know, sounds like he's going through the branches here. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And after that hole, that's going to put him up to even par. Okay, we find ourselves now on the 8th hole tee off. It looks like a 7 iron. Could have put a bit too much club on this one. And he's got to be happy with that. And this for the birdie. Ooh, just missing here. And he's going to stay right where he is, even par after that hole. Okay, and on to the 9th. Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway. And I apologize. Looks like that shot actually ended up in the rough. And this is not going to be enjoyable. Very nice sand shot. Birdie is very likely. From here, this is about 10 feet away. For the birdie. And he's moving on up on the leaderboard after that hole. Okay, and the 10th hole. 135 yards to the pin. Here is the pitching wedge. Now he's on the green. Time for putting. And about 8 feet to the cup. And that putt will drop for birdie. And after that one, 2 under for the day. And the wind could come into play on this one. I know some others have had some issues. Let's see how this tee shot goes. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. And about $1.15 to the pin from here. And not the greatest of swings on that approach shot. Not enough club on that one, I think. And tapping in for the par. And our leader is currently sitting at 12 under par. And going with the 7-iron on this one. And that's not very good as far as approach shots go. I wouldn't doubt the wind is the reason behind that. And this to save par. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And after that one, sitting at 2 under for the day. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off. And nothing wrong with that shot. And this one's for birdie. And that one's right in the cup. And that hole is going to allow him to move up in the standings. And I don't think he really had a clean swing on that one. Oh, I'm not too sure about this one. And unfortunately, that one went back into the beach. And this to save the par. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And today's score to beat is 12 under par. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. I think you'll like that. This one's about 7 feet away. And that one goes in for the bird. And after that one, 4 under is the score for the day. Okay, and hitting this par 5 and 2, that's some fine club work out there. And This shot could be just right. And as we look at the board, our leader is currently sitting at 12 under par. Going with the 8 iron. This one's looking good, folks. Yeah, about 16 feet to the cup from here. And that one goes for birdie. And after that hole, he is moving up on the leaderboard. And as he tees off here on the final hole, he is 5 strokes off the lead. Let's see what happens. Not good. This is not going to be good. And just back into the fairway. And about 130 yards to the pin. I think this might be a bit long. I think that one will play on the green now. And this one's for birdie. Ooh, and that was very, very close. And this putt's for par. Hello and welcome to One and All. My name is John McCarthy, and I couldn't be happier that you chose to join us for this event here on the TGC network. Second round action is about to begin, and we are ready to roll. Let's go. I think you'll like that. And from 150 yards out. Going with the 9 iron here. And this putt's for birdie. This one's about 11 feet from the cup. And that one will drop. And starting the round off with a par, not bad. And the forecast calling for a significant amount of sand here, folks. And about 11 feet to go here. Ooh, that one's, that's too bad. And he's going to stay right there at even par after that hole. And now getting ready to tee off on this par 3. I think that's a 5 iron. And I think he will be pleased with that. From here, about 21 feet. And the long putt will drop. Very nice stroke on that one. And after that hole, 1 under for the day. And now the 4th hole. And it sounded powerful off the club face. This is going for days. and about 190 yards to the pin. Going with the 6-iron. And that shot will be on the green with a fair amount of distance to make up to get that next putt in the hole. And right into the cup. And as we check the leaderboard here, the score to beat is 22 under par. It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. Okay, and from 150 yards out. Going with the 8-iron here. And I think he is going to fly the green. And missing the approach on that one. A bit too much club on that one. And this putt to save par. And a nice putt. And that performance has led him to go down in the standings. And now we find ourselves on the 6th hole tee off. You know, this one's questionable as to where it's going to end up. This one's about 6 feet away. And a nice putt. And after that hole, 2 under. And let's see what the 7th hole has in store today. Ooh, looks like he's going through the branches here. And he'll be happy with that. And this putt is for birdie. And that putt will drop. And after that hole, he will move up 2 places on the leaderboard. Looks like a 7-iron. And this is about 27 feet out. Oh my lands, that was very close. And this for the par. And he's gonna move up in the standings after that hole. And now setting up for this par 5. And sensing something was off on that swing. Well, this lie will be easier than the last, from 140 yards out. Going with the pitching wedge here. And that putt will be safely on with a fair distance still to go. Oh, and I thought that was going to go. And this putt's right around 2 feet. And as we check the scores here, our current leader sitting at 23 under. Teeing off on this next hole. Wind could be an issue on this one, and well, I guess we're about to find out. And from 165 yards out. And going with the 7-iron on this one. Well, that was an unfortunate approach, and I think they'll blame that on the wind. This putt's about 5 feet from the cup. That one's going to drop for bogey. And it looks like he moved down on the leaderboard after that one. And moving on to the 11th hole. Well, this one's looking pretty good. Okay, and 135 yards to the pin. Poor approach shot there. Not enough club on that one. Just a lovely little shot out of the sand. That's putting par very much in grasp. And that one's going to go for par. And sitting at 2 under for the day. And moving along now on the 12th hole. Looks like a 7-iron. And that is not bound for the dance floor. And to save par. And this one for bogey. And as we check the leaderboard here, our current leader sitting at 23 under. And about 6 feet to go here. And that putt drops on in for par. And he's moving in the right direction, moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here. Here's a pitching wedge. And pretty sure he's going to like that. This putt's for birdie. And for the par. Currently sitting at 1 under for the day. And teeing off on this par 4. And I think he's going to like that. 25 feet from the hole here. And about 5 feet to go here. And the par putt will drop. And as we check the leaderboard, our current leader is sitting at 23 under. And a promising looking shot here. And uh-oh, this is heading towards the sand. Just a great shot out of the bunker, and I'm thinking birdie is quite possible. And that'll drop for birdie. And currently sitting at 2 under for the day. Okay, and setting up on the 17th tee. And going with the 7-iron on this one. And not the best approach shot we've seen today. Just didn't have enough club. Very nicely done out of the sand. That's going to make getting par a whole lot easier. And finishing this hole out with a solid putt. And as we check the leaderboard here, our current leader is, and now teeing up for the final hole of the round. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. And about a deuce and a half away here. I think he'll be happy with that. And this putt's for birdie.